So again, let's revisit the Regalian Doctrine, including revisiting the Regalian Doctrine land classification by the state, including the prerogative of classifying or reclassifying lands of the public domain. Kinsa may magbuot ani? Okay. So let's start with the Regalian Doctrine para kumpleto nga to ang review. Okay. So under Section 2, Article 12 of the Constitution, ako nang gibasa sa decision na, ato i-check kung nabadjud sa Section 2 of Article 12. Under Section 2, Article 12 of the Constitution, which embodies the Regalian Doctrine, all lands of the public domain belong to the state. So tanan nga yuta sa public domain tag-iya ang Republic of the Philippines. Munay presumption as a general rule, gobyerno tag-iya, except kung klaro gyud nga privately owned. Okay. Atong basahon kung unsa jud ang yun sa pagsulat ni sa Honorable Supreme Court. All lands of the public domain belong to the state, the source of any asserted right to ownership of land. Muna ang Regalian Doctrine. That is the general rule. Okay? So the general rule is all lands appearing to be all lands of the public domain belong to the state, the source of any asserted right to ownership of land. That is the general rule under the Regalian Doctrine. Exception, all lands not appearing to be clearly of private dominion presumptively belong to the state. Meaning, as a general rule, ang tag-iya gyud ang Republic of the Philippines, except if it appears to be clearly of private dominion, privately owned, or private ownership. So, mo na exception if clear na privately owned. Accordingly, public lands not shown to have been reclassified or released as alienable agricultural land or alienated to a private person by the state remain part of the inalienable public domain. Under Section 6 of the Public Land Act, the prerogative of classifying or reclassifying lands of the public domain, like for example, forest lands, mineral lands, from the prerogative of classifying or reclassifying these lands of the public domain from timberland or forest land to agricultural land or vice versa belongs to the executive branch of the government and not the court. Needless to stress, the onus to overturn, ang burden to overturn by incontrovertible evidence the presumption that the land subject of an application for registration is alienable or disposable rests with the applicant. Siyempre, alangan sa dito sa gobyerno, ikaw may ni-claim nga privately owned na imuha ng yuta. No? So, ikaw nga nag-claim, ikaw nga ni-apply for title, ikaw may ma-approve. Na, di na kakailangan abogado para may bawa na. So, matters of land classification, matters of land classification or reclassification cannot be assumed. It calls for proof. So, dapat na ay ebidensya, na ay proof. Aside from tax receipts, respondents submitted in evidence the survey map and technical descriptions of the lands, which, needless to state, provide no information respecting the classification of the property. So, kailangan mo din mo ani katong official proclamation of the government and a certification nga kanang yutaa na may lot number, na cadastral survey number, forms part of the alienable and disposable portion. And it was released, reclassified, or declassified by an official proclamation, which is evidence of the positive act of the government. Okay? So, it provides no information respecting the classification of the property. Ang evidence ni applicant for title, the tax receipts, survey map, and technical descriptions, dili enough. And in fact, dili enough, it provides no information respecting the classification of the property. As the court has held, however, these documents are not sufficient to overcome the presumption that the land sought to be registered forms part of the public domain. It cannot be overemphasized that unwarranted appropriation of public lands has been a notorious practice resorted to in land registration cases. For this reason, the court has made it a point to stress, when appropriate, that declassification of forest and mineral lands, as the case may be, and their conversion into alienable and disposable lands need an express and positive act from the government. So need kani og official proclamation sa government. So usually presidential proclamation, giproclaim nga kana siyang eryaha kung asa na belong ang imong yuta ang gi-apply ng title was declassified or reclassified or released, no, from being part of the inalienable portion of the public domain. Okay? So gibalik-balik naman gid nato, no? Kay until now, per medyo ko makasugat, no, nga kana bang mga tax declaration nga i-check nimo sa yuta, uy, na naman ni sa forest lands or timberland or na ay transaction sa contract, it involves forest lands or timberland, di dyan na siya pwede. Di ka na nimo pwede mapanag-iya, di pa na nimo pwede ma-appropriate, no? It is beyond private appropriation. Di nimo na mahilabtan. Sa gobyerno man na, that is not private property. Ngano? Timan-i ang atong discussion about the Regalian Doctrine. The presumption nga tanan yuta tagiya is the state, the Republic of the Philippines. Exception if clearly established nga kana siya nga yuta, kana nga part is privately owned. Okay? It calls for proof, not speculation. So, I guess, no, nindot kayo atong kaso ron. This is a classic case. Karaan na ni. Pero nindot kayo kay sud, nindot kayo pagkasuwat. This is a decision. Year 2000s na ni. Estudyante pa ko ani, nakasugat na ko ning kasuha. Nindot kayo nga decision. So I hope, no, you have learned from our reading sa decision, including me, no, ma-refresh mo ka, makabasa ka. Dugay na ko kabasa ning kasuha. Mabasa nimo balik, it is very kanang refreshing ba, maka-educate, not just for you, for me, and hopefully, no, you will know when dealing with these lands, when consulting with your lawyer, di nimo pugso ni mga abogado patitulo ng yuta nga timberland, di nimo pugso ni mohang abogado nga mo buhat og didubsel anang yuta nga timberland. Di nimo pugso ni mga abogado or imong geodetic engineer or surveyor nga mo sukod og yuta nga timberland. Di man ta pwede ka sukod ana. So I hope, no, kita tanan nakaton. Ako definitely nakaton. Ako may gabasa. And it's very refreshing. Makalimot mo ka madugay kung di nimo mabasa. So I will see you sa next episode. And again, this is a co-learning channel. Kung na may updates 2025, recent ba? Year 2025 from gov.ph websites. Anything related directly or indirectly to real estate. Kanang yuta lang. Mamuguna ko ang di matawag na advocacy, no? May akong hilig ba nga area. Because may akong trabaho. So, samot akong katrabaho mo sa government agencies, no, I would suggest na share me a link sa latest nga mga IRR, circulars, kaya mo affect jud sa mga transactions and cases sa mga common people para ma-disseminate na to information to our fellow brothers and sisters nga abogado and to our listeners nga non-lawyers. So, have a blessed day. Unsa magaling orasa dia sa inyo, ha. Diri sa amo, it's around 11:30 sa buntag. So, I'll see you in, hopefully, in another case nga akong makita, ako i-share ninyo, and to refresh all of us about mga nindot kay nga principle sa law ba, nga gi-record sa mga Supreme Court decisions when it resolved actual controversies, actual cases raised before it on review. So, yeah. Don't forget, share links. This is a co-learning channel. Why sayop? Why sakto? Sakto. Why sayop, no? For so long as related lang topic. Yuta-yuta 2025 gov.ph website lang gikan. Nindot na mga Supreme Court decision nga mga related sa yuta nga mga bag-o ba. Di mo na to na maukay og di na ko matog ukay, no? I try to keep track pero I can only try. Di jud daghan sa kayo. Kung unsay mga nindot ba nga nasugatan ninyo, share diri kay atong basahon, ha? So kaya ako pa i-share ninyo. So have a blessed day and I'll see you in the next case. This is the last episode for this case. So thank you and have a blessed day.